Oh, is that right? 42 degrees. I could live in here. Wow. What is up, my guys? Today I'm installing air conditioning on this boat for 150 bucks. You guys may recognize this boat. This is the cheap Facebook Marketplace boat that I bought in an earlier video. And I am looking for a cheap solution to cool off that cabin because right now it is about 94, 95. My car was reading about 94 on my way in, and inside of that cabin the thermometer was reading about 99. So I don't want that to be a sauna. I want that cabin to actually be usable, and I need to have some sort of cooling solution in there. Typically every other air conditioning solution on a boat requires some sort of 110 volt power. So you would need to either have a generator somewhere on the boat, maybe on the back of the boat, but then you're dealing with the generator fumes, you have the sound of the generator, and then most AC units need an outlet, so you have to pump hot air or hot water out somewhere. So I'd have to have one of the windows open at all times. And typically these solutions that require a generator with a through hull and an air conditioner with a through hull, we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars, sometimes 10, 20 grand to put a generator and an AC unit on a boat. I spent 150 bucks so far. I'm sorry, 170 bucks because I bought a couple bags of ice. How is this a $150 solution? Well, there's a company called IcyBreeze that makes, I don't know if you can see that in the video because it's very dark on the shadow side. They make these coolers that essentially have a heat exchanger, and they pull cold water from the cooler through that heat exchanger, and they actually pump out dry cold air, which is essentially what an air conditioner does. I found a couple, more than one, listings on Facebook Marketplace for about 150 bucks with the original box and the original packaging. This guy had it listed for 165 bucks. I hit him up and I said, hey, is it basically brand new? And he said, yeah, you know, I have a bunch of them that I'm selling, 2 batteries, and we ended up at 150. So I'm gonna go pick it up. Let's do it. All right, let's see what comes in the IcyBreeze bundle. This is the cooler. Leave this open to throw the garbage in there. Everything should be in here. So, nice. Psst, hey, if you're enjoying the video, hit the like button and subscribe. That's your heat exchanger. This is your splitter. Put that off to the side, we don't need it right now. Bags, extra vent for the splitter, and then your boxes. This is your charger. Put that off to the side. This is, well, that was the cable. This is the actual, yeah, this is the charger. Yep, that's the side. Here we go, batteries. Hopefully they got some charge to them because I didn't really count on that. Yep, we're good. That's one. This is the wall plug. Put that off to the side as well. Where's this? Oh, big battery. Here we go. So this is little battery, big battery. That's awesome. I want to use this one. Good, fully charged. And then this is, oh, because it's 2 chargers. Okay, 2 chargers, 2 batteries. I like that. And then that is the inside of the cooler. Let's get it in there. So basically my plan is to fit it right there in the middle. Got a beautiful opening right there for it. Oh, look at that, fits like a glove. That's awesome. And then I can either open this vent or I can pitch this out like that, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah. a gallon of water. You need the water so that it feeds through the heat exchanger. There we go. All right, so here's the plan. Right now we got a thermometer reading 99.5. It is ridiculously hot in here. And we're gonna turn this on. I'm gonna put it on high. You can hear it turn on there. We got nice cold air coming out of there. Oh, that feels really good. And we are gonna keep that GoPro pointed at that thermometer right there and measure what we got coming out. I have this infrared thermometer. Yeah, about 65 degrees, 62, 61. Nice. 58, 57. That is nice. All right, so to see if this really works, we're gonna leave this vent blowing here and we're gonna close this up and we're gonna see how that changes. We're gonna give it about 20 minutes. Hopefully that's enough for it to cool off. As a reference, I did take a video at home pointing this to the actual AC unit coming out of my house AC unit. So this is inside of my house. My air conditioner is on. The temperature inside my house is about 73 degrees and the vent is about 58. About 58 degrees. That's our reference point for the vent temperature on the boat. So we're gonna close that off in there. We'll be back. In theory, it should cool this small cabin by several degrees. And the best part is I can actually keep those side windows there that you see closed because I don't have to pump anything out. I don't have to pump out hot air. I don't have to pump out hot water. It's essentially a closed system. All I have to give it is very, very cold something. This is the battery, and it's essentially a power drill battery. It's 12 volt, and there's a large one and a small one. The large one should last about 6 hours. So if I can keep whatever is inside of the cooler cold for 6 hours, theoretically, I should have cold air blowing out for 6 hours. And if I'm going fishing or I'm going out with my family, I'm gonna go max 6 to 8 hours anyways. So this will give me the extra 2-3 hours that I need so that that cabin is constantly cool the entire time. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. I'm gonna hop in there and let's see how it feels. Oh, it's nice in here. Oh, it's nice in here. Let me close this. All right, so that's reading 94. So that's about 5 degrees from when we first started. Because when we first started, it was about 99 degrees. I still have this open, which I can close there to get a full seal. So, oh, that's nice. That's very, very nice. Right here is actually the return. So air goes into there, goes through the heat exchanger, and it comes out here nice and cold. See, that's dipping down. Currently 94 degrees, high of 99.9. So we're already 5 degree difference. I mean, I know it says 94, but it doesn't feel 94 in here. It honestly feels probably in the mid 80s. You can see also that humidity has gone down. So that humidity would normally be, if we're outside, would be about 75%. It's about 40% because this is also taking humid air out of the system. It's pumping cold, dry air. Yeah, so I think the issue might have been that I had the thermometer there in the corner and it wasn't getting a good reading, because now when I moved it here to like the middle, you can see that temperature's dropping. That was about 94, it's 93.4 and dropping. Let me see how the ice is doing. Oh, we're good. We're good. That ice is still doing great. At this fan speed, this should last about 6 hours, I believe. I might be mistaken, but from what I understand, it's about 6 hours of operation. So let me tell you, this is comfortable. This is a temperature that, you know, I can live with. If all that stuff wasn't back there, I could probably lay down and face this right at my face, and I could take a nap in here. So I would call this a success. We're gonna keep this going and we're gonna see how cold that number can get down to. I'm gonna keep this GoPro basically pinned on that thermometer right there, and we're gonna see what it gets down to. We're down to about 92.8. All right, you can see the smile on my face. It's been about 35 minutes more or less. I'm gonna open this up. You can feel the cold air. Oh, it is nice in here. Look at that. 82.6, down from 99. Oh man, that's beautiful. This is 44 degrees coming out of here. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that it would drop down from, let me close this. We don't want that cold air going anywhere. So the humidity just jumps up immediately. Nice cold air coming through. We went down, what, 17 degrees? I could take a nap in here. 82 degrees is the temperature that I could take a nap in here. Let's see how the ice is doing. Ice is a little defrosted, but doing great. I mean, that's a lot of work that it's done to cool this space off. So this has to be, hands down, the best 150 bucks I have spent on this boat. Hands down, bar none, easy. That's amazing. That is amazing. How's the battery doing? Still full battery. After all this time. Put a little life jacket there. Yeah, that's nice. Wake me up in about 2 hours. So on the deck of my boat right now, it is 125 degrees. But coming out of this AC, even outside, we got a cool 54 degrees. Man, I could live in here. Wow, amazing. Great job, IcyBreeze. Now, full disclosure, if you had a larger boat with a larger cabin, this might not work as well. So this works very well because I have a very small cabin. So this is typically for the range of like 27 foot to 22 foot cuddy cabin boat. This is probably gonna be your best solution for air conditioning. Anything else is gonna be way more expensive. It's gonna be way more cumbersome. You're gonna have to add a generator somewhere on the boat. You're gonna have to put an air conditioning exhaust somewhere on your boat. This is hands down the best and cheapest solution, in my opinion, to get air conditioning on your boat. I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Just to show you guys how much I appreciate it, I'm gonna pick one subscriber to send an IcyBreeze cooler to. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'm gonna pick a subscriber that's already existing subscriber or a new subscriber. I only have like 65 subscribers at the time of filming this video, so your chances of getting the cooler are actually ridiculously high. Leave a comment. I'm picking someone in 2 weeks. Woo! Yeah. I need footage for the outro. Oh! Woo!